We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first Constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the Constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right, so here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case would seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former Constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck. That is Nolan Cassidy. Former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald, Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
Hogs were migrating further into our yard. I sent him on his way.
All right. It's not even the first time this has happened. Ever since that fool Batty discovered those frogs, we've had all kinds of idiots walking around in there. Now keep an eye out and let me know if you see more people.
Right, sure will.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
Hey, you guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house, have you?
No.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from Mr. Janus's house, and I'm pretty sure he was burying something back there, and I just figured since you guys seem to be, working together, you might know about it.
Can't say that I did.
Someone from Janus's security detail buried something in the frog habitat behind Cassidy's house. What could that possibly be?
achieve matching Christmas decorations across all the houses in Whittleton Creek.
How much those decorations cost? I mean, back home, we never went all in. I have to tell you. Your chance to change the world. Vote Blake.
A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent find.
Say, wouldn't you like to come out to the stand and join us, giving away all these wonderful muffins?
Oh, I'd love to, my darling, but I've got to do some sewing. Janus has a dressing gown that needs a few touch-ups, and he's getting anxious. Apparently he needs it for something soon.
You seem to have so
A
many
robe
things
for
going on,
Janus.
West.
What could he need that for?
How you find the time?
Well, when you're retired, you can get an astonishing amount of things done.
Off, finally.
A ceremonial robe of some sort with a note from Janus attached. The note is interesting. Janus has asked Helen to do a few repairs on the road before he leaves for his annual trip. He even put a date there. This is valuable information, 47.
I swear I have a license for it. Don't bring it. It's my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mold in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's the flesh.
We specialize in homemade baked goods, local and artisanal. We're offering visitors free muffins today if you're interested.
Free, huh?
I really recommend the gluten-free blueberry, personally.
Holy shit.
Gentlemen here.
You know what? I think I will.
Yes.
Hi there. Welcome to Granny's. We guarantee that...
Strange.
Yes. Welcome to Granny's. In case it's your first time here, I'd like to let you know that Granny's is a locally owned and operated business. Today, we're giving out free muffins to visitors, each one baked with love in the owner's very own kitchen.
Hope this place can live up to all the buzz.
Enjoy.
Couldn't hurt to try one, I guess.
So,
What? Do you mind checking that out?
No problem.
You got Chandra. Actually, I'm in the neighborhood.
Nothing here. Everything's cool.
Right. Just... Sir! What you're doing is not illegal per se.
you know the only thing sweeter than a freshly baked muffin is their smile.
Can't say I've heard that one before.
restroom! Restroom now!
Welcome to Granny's, and thank you for shopping locally. We have a free muffin promotion going on today, so everyone can get a taste of our products, and not just our hype. Help yourself.
Yeah, of course it's more work. You gotta keep it down and clean.
Jesus. Okay. Just another few blocks.
A neighborhood barbecue party. How suburban.
Mr. Cassidy, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm ready to take you to the house.
About time. Let's go. You know which one it is, right? Last one on the right, far end of the road.
Money in the bank.
I hope you've got your presentation in order. I don't want this to be a waste of time, you understand me?
Of course, Mr. Cassidy.
Have you seen those beautiful pants back there? And look, standing behind the grill, even though it's clearly
Finally. I've had my eye on this place for quite some time. Let's see what sort of secrets she holds.
This is the downstairs living room. It is most commonly used for watching television and other recreational purposes. Large room, two easy-to-get-to exits, dark floors, hide stains easily. A room with lots of potential.
What about storage possibilities? Anything of that nature you could show me?
This is the upstairs hallway. It connects all the rooms up here. Add a few closets or a large box in a corner, and the room's practical value becomes apparent.
Yeah, that's not gonna make me buy this place. Let's move on.
Your standard garage, spacious enough for someone to set up a gym or training area. With some added soundproofing, an enterprising individual could use this for many things.
I don't know. Got anything more interesting to show me? It's all very familiar.
The kitchen, gas stove, vinyl floors, which can be quite slippery when wet. Along with the bathroom, the kitchen is the most dangerous room in the home.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling it in here. What else can you show me?
And here's the basement. The usual boiler elements are to be found down here. And it seems a room with a safe of some sort.
Now that is more like it. That looks just like a vault. This is very interesting.
I'll just wait here till you get that door.
Nice work, 47. Let's hope he doesn't set off the alarm somehow.
Like it. This I can use. Very nice indeed. All right, let me have a look at this thing. Advanced Kronstadt Matrix Laser Home Security System. We used to break these open for training at the academy. The thing about these systems is, most homeowners are lazy. So, they don't reset the factory settings and enter their own codes. Let's just try the standard admin code. Just for fun. Well, what do you know? It worked. Looks like Schmidt was a bigger amateur than I imagined. Frank, go outside and check the garden. I want to know how visible this vault is from the outside. Anything sticking out of the ground, weird sloping things like that.
You got it, sir.
So you're looking to sell this for, how much was it again? 1.1?
Sounds about right.
Well, I suppose that's not unreasonable. And this vault unit looks quite versatile. No, don't turn it back on!
Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
Oh, sure. If you play around a little with some fertilizer, propane, and gasoline, they're right there to confiscate your stuff and treat you like a goddamn terrorist. But when your car gets keyed by your neighbor's dim-witted son, they're all like, "Sorry, sir. I'm afraid we need more evidence." Damn. What's going on? Oh, freaky. Hey, wait a minute.
Sir, you should go back the way you came. You might get into trouble.
Please, someone, anyone! Hey, what are you doing?
Man, we might have a situation. Objective perimeter. Over. Anyone there? Answer.
I understand you have a mole problem.
You're a godsend. Let's get straight to it. The sooner this is fixed, the sooner I won't have to listen to Mr. Janus' complaints. Follow me.
Janus is looking for an old group photo. It might be interesting to see who's on it.
Right. Sorry, Mr. Janus. I'll tell the men. Shall I ask some of them to look for the photograph?
No, I don't mind. I'll find it. I just need it before I leave so I can
The first annual gathering of the Ark Society. That rings a bell. If Janus was its founder, perhaps he's still attending these gatherings, 47. This could be valuable information indeed. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society, and we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
A bit unorthodox, maybe, but you got the job done. Let me get Mr. Janus so he can inspect it for himself. Hey, tell Mr. Janus the molehills have been fixed.
All right. Janus should be here to inspect the work soon, 47.
Just to warn you, I'm sure this whole inspection's gonna remind Janus about something exciting from his past. And I'm sure that he's gonna tell us all about it. You know, old people syndrome. Just play along. Better yet, keep your distance.
Yes, Mr. James. Gardner took a bit of an unorthodox approach. If you look filthy, well, I think I'll be the judge of that myself. Interesting. I see that you have completely blocked the escape routes. They're trapped and completely empty.
At last, the actions of the first Constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still.
We are close now, gentlemen. Both targets are dead. All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the Constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.